What's going on, everyone? I am Jamel Jones, the real estate alpha wolf and the creator and founder of New Realm Digital Marketing. In this video, I want to go over the 70% rule for wholesalers. Google defines the 70% rule as the 70% rule helps home flippers determine the maximum price they should pay for an investment property. Basically, they should spend no more than 70% of the home's after repair value minus the cost of renovation, or minus the cost of renovating the property. Now, what that means is they want to be all in at 70%, meaning the purchase price, the repair price, and your assignment fee as the wholesaler. You have to factor that in. Now, if you're an investor just doing fix and flips yourself, you don't have to factor in an assignment fee, obviously, right? So ultimately what that means is an investor wants to see a 30% return on their investment. That's why it's 70%. That other 30%, that's going to be their profit on the back end. Hope that makes sense. So the 70% rule is a nationwide rule, but it's not set in stone. Different areas, the percentages are different, and based on whatever buyer you're dealing with, their criteria might be a little bit different, if that makes sense. So, for example, in a bad neighborhood, right, that 70% might go down to about 50%. And what that means is an investor would want to be 50% all in a bad neighborhood, because it's going to be harder for them to get a return on that investment. Like they might have some holding costs because it's going to be so hard to sell that property. So they're going to want their spread on the back end to be a lot more significant. Now, in a hot market where they know for a fact they can get rid of houses like this, that number might go up. For example, in this past market that we just had, it was a seller's market. The 70% rule went completely out the window. Like, there were properties literally being on the market for 10 hours and then they're gone. Like, there was no wait time, there was no market time. If a property sat on the market for longer than a week, most likely it was not a deal. Nobody wanted it, right? So most of the investors that I deal with personally, they went all the way up in some areas to like 95%, meaning that they were only going to see a 5% return on their investment, but they knew that number one, the property needed very little work, if any, and they knew that they would bam, 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 throw it right back on the market, and it's gone, not even at the after repair value, but above the after repair value, because it was a seller's market. So people were literally paying 25, 30, 35, 40, 50% above asking price for properties a little bit ago. It's converting over now back into a buyer's market, so things are starting to level back out, and that's why I wanted to make this the 70% rule, because it's becoming back relevant, right? It's becoming back relevant. So, excuse me. Anyway, the 70% rule is as follows: the ARV, which is the after repair value, minus 30%, or multiplied by 0.70, or 70%, minus the estimated repairs, minus your assignment fee, equals your maximum allowable offer, or MAO. The maximum allowable offer means that in order for the investor to see their 30% and you to see your assignment fee, whatever that may be, that is the maximum you can get that property under contract. The only thing in this equation that is adjustable is your assignment fee. I hope that makes sense to you. So the after repair value can be adjusted because the market dictates what the price of the property, what the house will sell for. The 70%, the 30% that's floating in the balance up here is what your investor, your cash buyer, if you will, that's going to be their back end profit. So that cannot be adjusted unless you talk to them and they are cool with having a lower back end profit. Your repair costs cannot be adjusted because it's not going to change what it's going to cost to repair the property. So the only thing that can be adjusted is your assignment fee. So if you're starting off with like a $20,000 assignment fee and the numbers don't make sense, I got bad news for you. You got to lessen your assignment fee to make that deal work, or you just let the deal go to waste. So let's do an example. We got a $100,000 house after repair value anyway. Let's say the repair estimate is $10,000. Let's keep it simple. And let's say your assignment fee is $10,000. Right? Let me pull up my calculator. Give me a second. Okay, so let's work these numbers. We got a $100,000 property. We need 70% of that, right? So we're gonna do times 0.7 because 70% converted into a decimal is 0.70. That's 70,000. Okay, boom. So now we've got 70,000. Okay, so now minus the estimated repair value, 60,000. Now let's subtract your assignment fee, 10,000. So now we are at $50,000. So what this ultimately means is ARV started off at 100,000, subtract the 70%. Now the back end buyer, the cash buyers, they're gonna once they buy this property and fix it up, they're going to see a $30,000 return on their investment, right? Repair estimate is 10,000, so now we're at 60,000. The assignment fee is 10,000. Now we're at 50,000. That makes your maximum allowable offer $50,000, which means that in order for that investor to see that 30,000 while still paying you your 10,000 and still fixing the property up for $10,000, they need to be all in. You need to get your contract at no more than 50,000. Now, as I said before, the only thing that's adjustable is the not repair estimate, but is your assignment fee. So if your seller doesn't want to go for 50,000 and you got to up that price to 55,000, you just cut 5,000 off of your assignment fee, which is still good. I've done assignment fees for $500 just because it took literally no work. I just signed the contract and sold it in the same day. So it was like $500 for signing e-signature, you know. So my rule, what I do to leave, because you want to anchor, right? If you start off at your maximum allowable offer, there's no room for you to negotiate without cutting your own legs out from under you and, you know, lessening your assignment fee. So what I like to do is take the maximum allowable offer and subtract it by 10 to 15%. So we're going to do 15%. So that'll be $50,000 multiplied by 0.85. My intro offer to this seller in this particular deal would be $42,500. Now, let me explain to you what that does. That can do one or two things, or both things. That can, if they accept 42.5 and your MAO is 50,000, you just boosted your assignment fee by, if this deal, your cash buyer says that they will purchase at 50,000, you just boosted your assignment fee by $7,500. And let me explain to you how that works. So you're originally at 10,000, and that's if you got the contract at 50,000. Now, if they take 42.5, you will get assigned that extra $7,500. Now, you can do this two ways. You can take that 7.5 on top of your 10, or you can pass that profit over to your buyer. Now, I've done this before to create a better business relationship with my buyer that I knew I was going to be doing business with a lot. So I've done this before on like the first couple deals, just to, like, you know, all right, man, you were all in with this happy at a 30% ROI. But I set it up to where you're going to get a 33, 35%, whatever that percentage comes out to. Is that cool with you? And that builds rapport, right? So you can build rapport and structure a long-term relationship, or you can split it, right? So you can give them half of that 7,500, and you take half of the 7,500, which is 3,750, right? So it's just all about what you want to do. But these numbers are 100% adjustable based on your assignment fee and what they want on the back end. So let me see. I think that's it. If you want an easier way to do this, I have this calculator that I created. So let's run through the numbers. Got a $100,000 property, ARV. That says 1,000 square feet. You want an assignment fee of $10,000. Now, if you pay attention to this right here, light repairs is $5 to $15 per square foot, depending on what area you're in. Medium, which is a livable standard. Now, light repairs is like just cosmetic. It needs some painting, maybe some carpet or something like that. Medium repairs is to get it up to rentable standards, like it needs a little bit more work. Heavy repairs is most often a full gut. So what this calculator does is, once you put these three numbers in, these are the only three that you need to put in. You need to put in ARV, the square footage, and your desired assignment fee. And it will calculate the repair costs based on cosmetic repairs, livable standard repairs, or full gut repairs. And it will give you an offer price on the light side, the medium side, and the heavy side, which is each column. And it will tell you where you should offer at, where your starting point should be at. The suggested offer price is determined by subtracting an additional 10% off the initial offer numbers to allow for buffer room for negotiations. So literally, you could be on the phone with let me see, let me put all zeros in. Literally, you could be on the phone negotiating with someone, and they're like, man, well, give me an offer. So you could hit up whatever. Also, if you want software that has accurate MLS data, accurate ARV data, there's a link in the description below for a 7-day free trial. That's the one I recommend. That's what I use every day in my business. So anyway, let's say you're on the phone, your ARVs, let's use some different numbers. Let's use some weird numbers, right? Let's say ARV 287,560. Square footage is 1,278. Your desired assignment fee, let's keep that even, 10,000. Cosmetic repairs are going to be anywhere from 6,390 to 19,170. So, offer price on the light side, 172, 184. And another thing, when you give people numbers like this, odd numbers as your offer price, their brain tells them that you actually did calculations and that that's where you can be. So keep that in mind when you're making your offers. For example, if you tell somebody, yeah, so I'm going to be at 154, 909 and 80 cents. Is that somewhere around where you'll be? Like that 80 cent is going to throw them off. On top of all of these odd numbers, 909, like, and then 411, like that's going to throw them off. So if I were you, I would just add calculations to, well, if you have this calculator anyway, and you can also do this manually using the regular calculator. But I was trying to show you let's start that over. Let's say you're on the phone with someone and they want an offer. You look up the ARV, square footage, desired assignment, boom, you got an offer to give them right there in less than 10 seconds. All right, if you want this calculator, I'm going to link it down below. It's $25. You can purchase it, have it forever. So that's that, guys. That is the 70% rule. And if you do purchase this calculator, you can change the estimated repair value, because to fix a house up, the full gut out in, let's say San Antonio, not San Antonio, but let's say San Francisco, Cali, is not going to be the same as a full gut in Detroit, Michigan, right? So you just have to know what those numbers are in your market. This is just this is averages. This calculator is built on averages, right? So it's only used to, nothing is 100%, but it can get you your desired results. It can definitely get you your desired results. So anyway, again, I'm Jamel Jones, the Real Estate Alpha Wolf, the founder of New Realm Digital Marketing. If you guys need any help with anything, building out workflows or automations or anything like that inside of your system, reach out to me. I've got a link below. I've also got an ebook down there for you guys that's free. This offer calculator is going to be listed. Yeah, just anything you guys need. My calendar link is going to be down there too. So if you need anything, you want to book a call with me and go over your business or whatever like that, just reach out to me, and I look forward to helping you guys grow.